Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities in Miniatures. And I really don't know what's wrong with me because I keep ending up with these big boxes, or in this case, bags, of historical miniatures. What's going on? This is not my forte, but you know what? I gotta admit, I've been having a lot of fun with them. And funny enough, we just started watching Vikings finally on our TV box, whatever thingy. And my wife has been like really into it. But then again, she was really into Spartacus too. So that might explain why I've been painting gladiators and junk like that. I don't know. But I'm like, maybe I should take advantage of this. And then I found some of these. And these have been kind of hard to come by, at least in the States. They seem to go out of stock pretty regularly. But then again, I can see why. 60 of them. You get 60 of them in a bag. You don't even get that many from like Warlord or War Games Factory when they were doing stuff. Not even War Games Atlantic has that many guys in a box, and they haven't done Vikings yet. Anyways, but these are all nice CG sculpted, really crisply rendered. I'm only going on what I've seen online. I haven't opened the bag here yet, obviously, but based on my experiences with some of the other Victrix kits that I've put together, I have very high expectations for these guys. So let's pop this bag open and see what's inside. Funny enough, I do like the fact that it's a very no-frills packaging. It's literally just a Ziploc bag with a cardboard header. I mean, I think Victrix makes some box stuff, but I don't really care about that. I am content as it is. So, first off, these are really big sprues. And as you can see, there's not a ton of empty space. I think they're pretty well spread out and consistent in how many parts you get. You get a lot of stuff here. So first of all, it looks like we have about 8 bodies to a frame. Let's get that zoomed in a little bit. And just with a quick glance, it does look like you have enough weapons of every type on one sprue to outfit everybody the same. There are at least 8 spears. You've got 8 hand weapons, 8 axes as well if you want to go pure axes. You got a long axe, more axes, and oh, I appreciate this so much. Gear for everybody, but also you have swords in scabbards for every single guy there. No, you only got 5. Never mind. 6. I can't count. School's out. Don't blame me. And let's see here. So we have enough shields for everybody. There are various sized shields. They're not all the same. Looking at the bodies, we have about 3 guys in mail versus everybody else in just leathers or cloth stuff. And then, how many heads? A ton of heads. If you are like me and you like to customize and kit bash stuff, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Now, looking at this compared to the Dacians, I feel like you get a lot more options and choices here. The Dacian heads were kind of very similar, shaggy, whereas these you got a lot more options. And I think these, especially if you're going to play games like Frostgrave or other, more fantasy-inclined skirmish games, I think you're going to see a lot more use and functionability, if that's even a word. So let's see, we have at least, trying to figure out which are the command frames. Looks like we have 6 of these frames that we were just showing, but then we also have 2 of the command frames. Here is a command frame. And just like the other one, we have just as many guys on here. So on this one, we do have the option. I like this guy right here. That looks cool. Reminds me of like Russian infantry. But you have a couple of torsos that are separate from the body. Even more cool, you've got... You've got the bearskin wearing berserker types. Plenty more scabbards. So literally, if you run out of, scabbards in another kit, this is going to be a gold mine for you. There aren't a lot of cloaks, unfortunately. It looks like we only have this one, and then there's another skin up on top. Oh, we have another berserker type. Maybe these are both supposed to be berserkers. Plenty of axes. Plenty of axes to go around. Oh, there's even more heads down here. Severed head. flagpole. These spears look a little bit longer, and I thought there was also like an axe that was like a half and half. A couple more of the two-handed axes here. I want to say it's their Huskarl kit that has a bunch of, I think everybody has the long axes. Extra scabbard here. Is it a quiver? No, it's just another hand. More helmeted heads. Got a horn here. Even more helmeted heads. So literally you're going to have a lot, and I mean a lot, of head options. And it looks like we have axes for both hands, so if you want to go a dual axe berserker type, you can totally do that. So quite a bit of stuff, and just like most of the other kits, if you guys lose, I mean, see, you have a dual action guy right here. If you toss this, they do have it on the website, so like if you end up just buying individual sprues and you have absolutely no idea how things are supposed to go together, because some of the parts really do have specific options, you might want to take a look at the website so you can see all this stuff. It does come in handy. So I am going to go build me some Vikings, and I'll grab a few other historical types and some Frostgrave and other stuff just to give you guys a good idea of how it all looks together. So sit tight. All right, we have got an assortment of Norsemen all put together here. And the crazy thing is just how many are in that bag as it is. I'm just looking for... Okay, this guy's from the command sprue, I think. Maybe he isn't. I was going to say... Oh, okay, then he's just a regular musician. Because this is the one I made off the command sprue. And yeah, I know I need to clean them up a bit more. I did not make any banner bearers, unfortunately. A bunch of Bondy type guys, just some basic dudes, no mail, and unfortunately not a single one of them is going to be armed with a spear. Every single one of them is just wielding axes and the few swords here. I dig this guy's quilted stuff. That looks cool. He's on a base. Now what I started to do, I gotta say there's an absolute ton of variety, besides the fact that I need to clean these a little bit better, is that I believe I told you guys back when I was doing some of those auxiliary Romans that those pelts of theirs were going to make great Viking furs. And they work perfect. So I think I went and gave like all the long axe guys, just about every single long axe wielder, who's also usually wearing mail, he's going to be getting a pelt. A few dual wielders that we built. I don't even know how many sprues I've used at this point. I only went through maybe one or two in one of the command sprues. This guy doesn't have a pelt though. We need to fix that. They're just nice looking figures. I didn't put a lot of adornment on them either. They had plenty of pouches and extra blades and axes and what have you. Oh. Carrying a shield. Every now and then you get a guy without a beard. Lots of heads. And I would not be surprised if most of those heads are going to work for a lot of other bodies as well. So like I said, I just went full on with the axes. I believe this guy is actually on the command sprue. He is one of the few that actually has a cloak to begin with. I like this guy with that armor of his. He's going to look neat. He's also on the command sprue. So if you wanted to cherry pick and pick up one of those off of eBay or something. And then you do get 2 pelts. And naturally, I had to make a berserker looking dude. So there's one. And again, like I said, everybody, I mean, there are spear options available. But yeah, nope, everybody is getting axes. We're going to Hack City. Go hang out with the butcher from Kingdom Death. And then I know I showed them off before, but here's my poorly painted example. Apologies for his silly looking eyes. If you guys are curious how they stack up, which you probably are if you watch this channel, because you know I'm going to show it off anyway. Too bad for you. So I don't have a lot of contemporaries for them to fight yet. I do have some stuff that we have not shown yet, but that's no fun. We want to see stuff right now. I thought with some Perry Knights to fight, that would be kind of fun. The Perry Men-at-Arms. But more than likely, I'm going to have them fighting some French infantry. And they scale pretty well together. Grabbing a Mears Norseman. Now, obviously, he's going to be a little bit bigger, but funny enough, I was grabbing like this guy with the mounted on the base. I don't think he's going to look that bad. I think for a heroic leader, if you wanted to grab some of these newer Mears resins, I think they'd work great with them, especially if you just want to use this as like a heroic Jarl or King or something like that. Two can play at the axe game. Let's see what other fun stuff. I mean, I think I'm going to have to give myself some like late Romans or some more Saxons. If you want to have them fight some Romans, I guess. Putting them up to scale with our GW friend. Or a Frostgrave model. Or a modern GW. Or even better, if you want some guys powered by the gods here, get some Conquest Raiders up in there, and then you can really have some fun, I think. So, I think in terms of models that they're going to work well with, obviously other historical kits would probably be the #1 choice. The Dark Age Irishman. I think they're going to look great. I think the parts are going to work great with a lot of those other kits. You want them messing with some of the fawns that RGD Gaming has made. Hey, why not, right? Oh, you know what? Now I remember. Let's get all this other junk out of the way here. They need some peasants to pillage. Let's grab some Fireforge peasant rabble. Yeah, you can go defend your homestead here. We can have a scullery woman from Tabletop Combat's Carnivale. Don't know if that's going to put the Viking down there. Grabbing some of the old Wargames Factory Saxons that you actually can still get from a Warlord. Now there we go. That's what they need to be fighting. Of course, we'll have to have some backup in some of the 3D printed stuff I got. This is from Lovecraft Designs. And I don't remember who made Torvi here. This is totally Torvi from Vikings. I think it was Legends of Signum. You might want to scale these down. Then again, I mean, she is a hero. Heroine. I don't know where I put Lagertha or Ragnar. But yeah. Besides the fact that they're going to be great pillaging and looting all the Saxons, which I'd forgotten about for a moment, that I actually do already have painted, along with all my peasant rabble, which are going to be perfect. I think the kit itself just has a lot of fun, interesting parts in there. Who doesn't want to have, you know, bearskin wearing berserkers, dudes all decked out in mail with their big long axes. I think it's a fun kit. And hopefully one of these days when I get a chance to get some of their Saxon Huskarls, I think that might be a fun kit to kit bash with. And the crazy thing is, what did I say? I think you get like 60 guys in a bag or something like that. I mean, that's enough for like playing Osprey's Ragnarok rules. That's enough for making war bands for Frostgrave, for just about any skirmish system. You're going to have plenty of guys there. You can split it up with a partner if you want to do like Lion Rampant. I think there's a lot there. The basis of a whole Kingdoms of Men army for Kings of War or the Ninth Age. There's a lot you can do with just this one box. And there's some really nice looking models in there too. So if you haven't had a chance to take a look, do go click that link down below. We'll put one for Victrix's website, and you can ogle all of the fancy pretty plastics that they've got there. With that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.